Well, everyone, case closed. It has been settled on the court. The Lady Gamecocks are the real USC. The Gamecocks now improved to 4-0 all-time over the Trojans, and they've won 3 under Don Staley. So, the debate is over. South Carolina is the original and the real USC. Case closed. Case closed. Settled it on the court and proved it to everyone. And what a win for the ladies, too, by the way. You beat a top 10 team by 17 points. So, like I told you guys after the Clemson win, this is why people should not be giving up on South Carolina, man. You shouldn't. You should not be giving up on the Gamecocks this early into the season. And they just showed you why. They beat a top 10 team by 17 points. And here's what I will say, by the way. Southern Cal fans, first of all, good game to y'all. All right, good game to y'all. Juju being out is not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Look, bro, we were without Ashlyn and Chloe. We had injuries too. It's not an excuse. You kept it close for a half, but in the third quarter and in the second half, the Gamecocks, they dominated. They held you down, and they won the game. And I do hope Juju is all right, by the way. I really do. I understand. A really good player for Southern Cal. That was a big loss for them, but injuries are not an excuse, man. South Carolina's got some injuries, too. So, that's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Just miss me with that. You lost. You got beat by the better team. That's what it is. Okay? That's just what it is. I mean, look. It's a team sport, y'all. It's a team sport. No, I'm not going to pretend like, not having your best player doesn't hurt. It does. But it's a team. You don't win a game based on just one player. It takes an entire team, man. And you just lost. You got beat by the better team. Just is what it is, y'all. Like, I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses. You lost. Just take the L and move on. It's that simple. I've had to do it plenty of times. Trust me. I know what it's like. You just got beat by the better team. But anyways, moving on from all of that, both teams, I'll be honest, in the first half, I feel like neither team really played their best. Even now, we did lead by 10 points. We did. Southern Cal, they did not look very impressive at all to start out with. I mean, they didn't. I will say this, though. In the second quarter, they woke up. They had a 12-4 run, and they got their first lead off of that. So this was a close game at halftime, but in the third quarter and really in the second half, South Carolina just ran away with it. They ran away with it, and they won the game. And here's what I'll say. Here's what I will say. The Trojans were held to 7 points in the fourth quarter. And they finished 1 of 14 from three-point range. And they got out-rebounded 56-32. So credit to Medina for having 15 rebounds. That's a season high for her, by the way. But let me ask you a question. Where are all the Raven Johnson haters? Where y'all at? I can't hear y'all. She was the best player on that court. She was. She was the best player on that court on Saturday night. And I'm just going to say it, bro. She's one of the best defenders in the entire country. She might even be the best. Seriously. Efficiency rating of 23. 14 points, 4 assists. And she shot 6 for 12 in the field. And she also had a double-double and 11 rebounds. And when you watch her play, especially defensively, she's just special, dude. She really is. I mean, Raven looked like a boss out there. She did. Joyce Edwards led the way in scoring again for the third game in a row. 17 points. And she got her first double-double of the season, by the way. And again, I mean, Raven Johnson, incredible. I mean, 14 points. 8 of them, by the way, in the first quarter. I'm telling you, bro, those Raven Johnson haters, they are quiet. They're quiet. They ought to stay quiet because it's pretty embarrassing. But hey, Tessa Johnson, by the way, another strong second half. Oh, and by the way, Tania Latson, 4 in a row of double digits. And look, again, say what you want about the first half, and I get some of the concerns that people have. Again, we're still turning the ball over way too much, man. We just are. And we got to clear some stuff up for sure. But, I mean, you finished strong. You finished strong. You know, you out-rebounded them 56-32, and you dominated them in the paint. What was it? I believe I read like 44-29 or something. So, again, this team, they're handling business. They're handling business. 17-point win against a top 10 team. And, you know, all the people that were talking trash about South Carolina after the Clemson game, again, which, by the way, we beat them by 28 points. Y'all need to stop, man. Y'all just need to stop. Y'all need to stop. I mean, some of you out here are talking about how we're looking against ranked teams. Some of y'all haven't even played a ranked team yet. So, well, it's like, don't talk until you play a ranked team. I don't know, man. It's just, man, these South Carolina basketball haters are so entertaining and hilarious to listen to, bro. I swear to God. But, hey, South Carolina won again. They beat Southern Cal, and they proved that we are the real USC. Is what it is. Is what it is. Look, was it ever really a debate? Was there really any doubt? South Carolina South Carolina was a school before California was part of the United States. So all these people with the whole USC junior, I mean, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. And we showed that. It's what it is. 4-0, undefeated, all-time in women's basketball against Southern Cal. South Carolina's USC. Is what it is. Is what it is. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I am sorry that I'm a few days late with this video. I've been extremely busy. I mean, this has been a hectic week for me, bro. It really has been so far. I got to make a video about the men's team. Then another video about football's epic collapse against Texas A&M, actually out-choking the Atlanta Falcons. That's pretty impressive. Man, you just got to go check it out. But got a game against Winthrop tonight. Obviously, a game in which South Carolina should handle business. I mean, all love and respect to Winthrop. Man, Winthrop men's basketball, I was rooting for y'all, man. Y'all got so close. Winthrop men's basketball got screwed against Arkansas. One of the most obvious fouls I've ever seen in my life. Like, that was just ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Arkansas, you needed the refs to help you beat Winthrop men's basketball. That's sad. That's sad. Don't even try to brag about that win. You should have lost. But, it is what it is. South Carolina wins. Listen, thank you, ladies, because you saved my Saturday. I was in a bad way after South Carolina football managed to somehow blow a 30-3 lead. And you saved my Saturday. Thank you so much for that. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Y'all have a good one. It's your boy, Cocky Ryan, checking out. Go Cox!